South Africa is one of the most dangerous countries in the world, with a murder rate among the top 3 globally. Cities like Johannesburg and Durban are even more dangerous, with carjacking, robberies, gang violence, and kidnappings frequently occurring. According to crime statistics released by the South African Police Service, the number of murders in South Africa remains high, with approximately 50 people dying from violent crime each day. In addition, South Africa has the highest rate of sexual assault against women globally, a significant issue. South Africa also has the highest HIV infection rate globally, according to data sets from the South African government website's mid-year population estimates report, with an overall HIV infection rate of approximately 12.7%, affecting around 8 million people. Among the 15 to 49-year-old population, 16.7% are infected with HIV. South Africa's economic problems are equally prominent, with the world's largest income inequality, and its Gini coefficient frequently ranking highest globally. South Africa was once a colony of the Netherlands and Britain, later experiencing the infamous apartheid system of racial segregation, where black people were denied basic rights, and economic resources were held by white people. This system was only abolished in 1994. However, the effects of apartheid are still deeply felt today, with white people still controlling most of the wealth, while black people remain at the bottom of society. South Africa's unemployment rate is shocking, reaching 31.9% in the fourth quarter of 2024. Youth unemployment is even higher at 44.6%. South Africa has a serious problem with slums, especially in Cape Town's informal settlements and Johannesburg's township areas, where tens of thousands live in makeshift corrugated iron houses, lacking basic water and electricity. South Africa's electricity problems are also devastating, with highly unstable nationwide power supply, and load shedding a daily occurrence. South Africa is also the only country in the world with 3 capitals, namely, Pretoria, administrative, Cape Town, legislative, and Bloemfontein, judicial. South Africa is Africa's second largest economy, second only to Nigeria, ranking 39th globally. In 2023, South Africa's GDP was approximately $377.7 billion, with a per capita GDP of around $6,138, classifying it as a middle-income developing country economy. South Africa's economic stagnation has lasted over a decade, with annual GDP growth less than 2%, and in 2024, economic growth was only 0.6%, with a midterm forecast of 1.8% annual growth, far from meeting development needs. South Africa boasts incredibly abundant natural resources, ranking among the world's richest, and placing it among the world's top 5 mineral-producing countries. Gold, platinum group metals, manganese, chromium, and vanadium, among others, all boast world-leading reserves. For example, gold reserves total approximately 5,000 tons, making it formerly the world's largest gold producer, with output once reaching 40% of global production, earning it the title of Gold Country. Platinum group metal reserves stand at roughly 63,000 to 69,000 tons, representing over 90% of global reserves. Additionally, manganese reserves rank second globally, phosphate reserves rank third, and oil reserves rank fourth worldwide. Coal, diamonds, and lead round out the top 5. Zinc holds the 6th position globally, iron or 9th, and copper 13th. Interestingly, in 1905, at South Africa's premier mine, the Cullinan diamond was discovered, a 3,106-carat behemoth, the world's largest gem-quality diamond ever found. Furthermore, South Africa possesses approximately 116 billion tons of coal reserves, with anthracite reserves totaling around 55 billion tons, making it a leading coal producer and exporter in Africa. Regarding forestry, South Africa's forests cover 120,000 hectares, approximately 7% of its land area, largely consisting of plantations, establishing it as Africa's largest producer of plantation forests. South Africa also boasts expansive grasslands and a wealth of wildlife, a true wildlife haven. Home to one of the world's oldest and most renowned national parks, Kruger National Park, this park spans nearly 20,000 square kilometers, making it one of the world's largest, one of the best-managed wildlife reserves, and one of the world's 4 major national parks. Here, visitors can see up close African lions, elephants, black rhinos, leopards, and buffalo, the Big Five, along with many other animals living freely in their natural habitat. So, What is South Africa really like? Hello everyone, welcome to today's Defay Global Geography. I'm Defay. Today, I'll take you on an exploration of the country known as the Rainbow Nation, South Africa. The Republic of South Africa, or South Africa, is a member of the Commonwealth, located at the southern tip of Africa. South Africa covers an area of 1.219 million square kilometers, making it the world's 24th largest country, with a 3,000-kilometer coastline. In 2023, its population was approximately 63.212 million. It's a multiracial nation, primarily comprising 4 groups: Black, Colored, White, and Asian. It has 11 official languages, with Zulu being the largest ethnic group. These diverse groups live together in South Africa, blending together, creating unique cultural diversity. This diversity perfectly explains its name, the Rainbow Nation. Also, South Africa boasts unique musical, dance, and art forms, including the Malum dance, and Zulu traditional music. These cultural elements, together, they form South Africa's unique cultural landscape. In terms of sports, South Africa is a global rugby powerhouse, winning the Rugby World Cup in 1995, 2007, 2019 and 2023. It has won the Rugby World Cup 4 times. Militarily, South Africa is the only African country to have successfully developed nuclear weapons, and is the world's first and currently the only country to voluntarily dismantle its nuclear arsenal. It is also the only African country with operational artificial satellite technology. South Africa has a diverse and dramatic landscape, including plateaus, mountains, plains, and deserts. Much of the country is situated on the Highveld Plateau, with the terrain sloping gently westward. Its natural beauty offers a stunning array of landscapes, including world-class beaches, vast grasslands, the majestic Table Mountain, and the enigmatic Kalahari Desert. Much of the country experiences a tropical savanna climate, with consistently warm temperatures. Summer runs from October to April, while winter is from June to August. South Africa has a diversified economy, with mining, manufacturing, agriculture, and services as its 4 main pillars, supporting the nation's economic structure. Mining is a cornerstone of the South African economy, with significant gold and diamond mining sectors, contributing substantially to national revenue. Manufacturing plays a vital role in South Africa's economy, including automotive production, chemicals, and food processing. Agriculture is a major economic sector in South Africa, with its diverse climate contributing to its global renown for wine, fruit, and beef production. Cape Town, a breathtaking city, ranked among the world's most beautiful. It is South Africa's second-largest city, its legislative capital, and home to the National Assembly. It's also the capital and economic heart of the Western Cape Province, and South Africa's oldest city. Moreover, it's a major South African wine region, renowned for its wine culture. It covers approximately 2,461 square kilometers, with a population of around 4.98 million. Cape Town sits at the southern tip of the African continent, bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the west, backed by mountains, a truly unique location. Table Mountain is an iconic Cape Town landmark, its remarkably flat top giving it the name God's Table. Furthermore, the Cape of Good Hope lies 10 kilometers south of the city center, at the southwestern tip of Africa, one of Cape Town's most celebrated attractions, known as the Cape of Storms. It's the only place on Earth where the Atlantic and Indian Oceans converge. Also, there's Penguin Beach, Hout Bay, Cape Point, and Robben Island, famously known as one of the world's most dangerous prisons. These are just some of the many famous attractions. The waters around Cape Town are a major great white shark habitat. Therefore, tourists can participate in shark cage diving experiences run by professionals. This allows for close-up observation of these apex predators. It is an exciting and unique experience. Johannesburg, or Joburg, is the capital of Gauteng province in South Africa, known as the City of Gold, and a major economic, cultural, and tourism center, a world-renowned metropolis. It is also home to South Africa's largest Chinese community, possessing a rich and diverse cultural atmosphere. Situated in northeastern South Africa on the Highveld, above the Vaal River, it sits at an average altitude of 1,753 meters, covering 1645 square kilometers, with a population of 5.5 million, is South Africa's most developed and wealthiest city. Johannesburg is also South Africa's major center for gold and diamond trading and Southern Africa's financial hub. Johannesburg Stock Exchange is among the top 20 exchanges globally. In 1880, this place was just a farm. In 1886, a coal mine station was built here. With the discovery and mining of gold, the former farm gradually developed into a city. Major attractions include the Gold Reef City Museum, the Johannesburg Art Gallery, the Apartheid Museum, the Johannesburg Tower, Johannesburg Zoo, and more. South Africa's history is an epic filled with twists and struggles. According to archaeological discoveries, Australopithecus fossils were first discovered in 1924 in South Africa, indicating that millions of years ago, human ancestors already lived on this land. The Khoisan people are South Africa's oldest inhabitants. They lived a hunter-gatherer life for a long time and painted precious cave paintings and rock carvings. In the 3rd century began the southward migration of the Bantu people from Central Africa, introducing iron tools and agriculture, which furthered the development of South African society. In 1652, the Dutch East India Company established a colony at the Cape Peninsula, beginning Dutch colonial rule in South Africa. In the early 18th century, descendants of Dutch colonists, the Boers, migrated northward, establishing the Transvaal and Orange Free State, Boer republics. In the early 19th century, Britain invaded South Africa and gradually expanded its influence. In 1806, Britain seized the Dutch colonies in South Africa. The Cape Colony. From 1899 to 1902, between Britain and the Boer republics, the Boer War broke out, ultimately ending in a British victory. In 1910, Britain merged the Cape Province, Transvaal, Natal, and Orange Free State into the Union of South Africa, which became a British dominion. In 1948, the National Party came to power and fully implemented the cruelly oppressive system of racial segregation known as apartheid, cruelly oppressing black people and other people of color. This resulted in widespread suffering. The South African people resisted this oppressive policy through a long and difficult struggle. The African National Congress and other organizations led numerous protests and strikes, making a huge contribution to the democratization of South Africa. In the early 1990s, the South African government began to gradually dismantle apartheid. In 1994, South Africa held its first multiracial election, and Nelson Mandela was elected as South Africa's first black president. South Africa entered a new era of democracy. In 1994, South Africa rejoined the Commonwealth, further strengthening its international standing. Today, South Africa is Africa's second-largest economy, possessing a relatively well-developed industrial and financial system. South Africa, a land of contradictions, boasts heavenly landscapes, but also struggles with hellish social problems. It is the wealthiest place in Africa, but also the most unequal place. It was once a symbol of apartheid, but now represents multiculturalism. Its people are warm and hospitable, yet they also struggle under immense survival pressure. South Africa is like an uncut diamond, shining brightly yet full of cracks. If you want to see the extremes of the world, by contrast, South Africa is undoubtedly the best. Example, it shocks you, amazing, puzzling, and breathtaking. Perhaps in the end, you will fall in love with this unique country, and will also have a deeper understanding of the world. So what else do you know about South Africa? Feel free to leave a comment below and share. Thank you for watching today's DaFe Global Geography. If you like our content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm DaFe, see you in the next video.